What's going on? It's the brother Jay, and you know what time it is. Time for another thought of the day. My thought of the day is don't tempt fate. Don't tempt fate. Now, what I mean by this is that, mostly with black people, we have this saying which is called, I wish you would. Now, that in the scheme of things is tempting fate. Now, what a lot of people say out their mouth and stuff like that, they don't realize that there's a thing attached to it, which is called karma. And karma comes calling when you dare it to. Now, what I mean by this, let me rewind. Now, back in the 80s, we had our problems, stuff like that, which was gang banging, and we thought we was hard, and I wish a motherfucker would come by and blast, and all of a sudden they do. But also, women had their own thing too, because women wasn't shooting and killing each other like dudes was, but they had their own other reversal thing that tempt fate, which was like this: I wish a motherfucker would snatch me and grab me. I'll kill that motherfucker. I'll kick him in his nuts and I'll bite him. And now you gotta remember, back then you had your prolific serial killers. Like, for example, back then they had like Ted Bundy. They had the Highway 66 killer. They had the Green River killer. And these was dudes that was just snatching ladies like it was nothing. Now, back then, women used to walk around like, no one's going to come grab me. And all of a sudden, sweep, you got grabbed. All because of tempting fate. That's why, my whole thing is like this. Shut up. That's the main thing. Because if you don't say nothing, then you ain't tempting fate. Just be humble and glad that what you have is what you have. And if you was lucky enough, to not been tampered with when you was younger, shut the fuck up and be humble. But people can't just stay humble. They got to just, oh yeah, I'm so wise and smart. I knew what I was doing. That's why this shit never happened to me. Like, let me give you an example. You know what I'm saying? And this is relating to the avenue of tempting fate. I used to date this lady, like roughly like about, some years ago. But I used to date this lady, and she came off with some lyrics like this. She said, if I was ever back in a time of slavery, there's no way I could have been a slave. I'd have made them kill me. And I was like, and back then, I was thinking in my head, like, at that time, that had to have been the silliest thing I heard at that time. I'm like, you dumb woman. You wait. You're saying that there's no way you could have been a slave because if they would have put you, like, you supposed to fuck these other guys, you would have made them kill you? You dummy. Back then in slavery times, women was more precious than dudes. And that's because of her reproduction factor. She can reproduce future slaves. So she was more precious than this dude. Because in their mind, they thinking, oh shit, if this guy get out of line, yeah, we can kill him. But she will reproduce another future slave. And then we just go buy another one, so we get a 2-for-1 deal. We can buy one and get one free. And when I explained to her, like, you can say what you want to, Jay, but if that ever happened to me, I'd have made them kill me. No, they'll beat your ass. They'll sit here and hit the brainwash tactic, like lock you in the closet, you isolated with very little water and probably no food and stuff like that. And now the fucking, there's a such thing called Stockholm Syndrome. You know what I'm saying? There's a such thing. I mean, it wasn't labeled that back then, but these motherfuckers knew how to, induce that kind of behavior. So she was silly when she said that shit. I was like, you're not thinking realistic. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm pretty sure, saying, that she has grown in the age right now that she can see the silliness of what she was saying on that one. But I was saying, like, when she said it at the time, I'm like, that's not realistic. But see, the point I'm getting at is that when you are young, your mind formats or flows a certain younger way. Where younger people tempt fate all the time. You know what I'm saying? They jump off fucking roofs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They light shit on fire and stuff like that, and then realize they burn down this whole fucking building and create an arson for themselves, and people get hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's that whole, you don't think that will happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see on the news that this happened to such and such, and you be like, oh, that's because that person was stupid, and I would never do nothing stupid like that. You might be right, you know what I'm saying? But then you'll do some other stupid shit that even other people will look at you like, and she did that? Damn, that's stupid. You know? I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, when you see these videos right now that you're laughing at, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? What do they call it? Like, the videos now? Like, you know what I'm saying? The dumbest criminals and shit like that video, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you watched that, you know what I'm saying? But they when you watch the dumbest criminals, it's like maybe like about 30 minutes long, maybe 15 to 30 minutes long. And it is funny when you see motherfuckers doing dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? And in their mind, they think that they're smart, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, my master plan is going to happen like this, that, and the other. But then when you see the crime they do and how they get caught, you were like, and see, that's that karma shit. That's that karma shit. You know what I'm saying? When your ego think that you're so smart that you know everything, you know what I'm saying? And then life shows you how smart you really are. So don't tempt fate. And see, here's the one reason why I say don't tempt fate. Because when fate comes calling back on you, on something that you did that was wrong, that was immoral, that you could have like really walked away from, but you didn't want to ignore that, you know what I'm saying? It can skip past you and land on your kids or another family member or a friend. Because fate don't have no particular part on how it lands. The whole part is you tempted and you're paying by someone else suffering, and you have to watch someone that you care about suffering because you was trying to torment someone else that you didn't care about. So it's like, okay, you want to fuck with people that you don't care about? Okay, check it out when this shit happened to somebody that you do care about. And that's how fate works. Or some people call it destiny, and someone can call it, you know what I'm saying, the road, the crossroads, the choice in the crossroads. You know what I'm saying? You can call it whatever you want to call it. It still means the same equal direction and value of outcome. It means the same thing. You just say you call it a different name. Same thing like if you know what I'm saying, if you're religious and, oh, my God is God, or my God is Jehovah, or my God is Allah. You know what I'm saying? It's the same God. You just call it different names. So the same results with different names of the circumstances. But my whole thing to you, I'm saying, is do not tempt fate. Because you don't want to test and see. I mean, how many times have you been with someone and they're down, but they're not out, but they down. And they'll fuck around and say this shit all the fucking time, like, well, shit, all this shit happened. It can't get worse. All of a sudden, boom, lightning hits their house and shit like that for some mysterious reason and stuff like that. Or, You know what I'm saying? A fucking little dog runs out in the middle of the street while they driving down the street and avoid the dog. They hit somebody else and accidentally injured or maybe killed somebody else because they were trying to avoid this dog. You know what I'm saying? That's that fucking don't tempt fate shit. You know what I'm saying? I try my best not to tempt fate. I mean, I know I have done it before, and I have paid the price of saying for tempting fate. Because fate was like fucking with me for like decades because of the shit I did when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know now, no, we don't rock the boat, man. You know what I'm saying? If this happens, just take that on the humble and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I never sit there and throw out in the ether, you know what I'm saying? Well, it can't get worse than this. No, because it could. It really could get worse. So that's my thought of the day. You know what I'm saying? Do not tempt fate. Because when you rock the boat, you won't like the results. So be humble what you got. Thank God whatever little you have and appreciate that and keep on sailing, man. Well, that's all I got to say for right now. Till next time, deuce.